What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today, ETH USD. It is the 7th day of July, and here we are at about $1,765. We've got roughly 10 hours, 22 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. Okay, Ethereum, in what might be a horizontal range, we were assuming, I was assuming, that we had a double bottom here. But being that we're finding resistance here, I mean, it's possible that we're in this little box. We're just kind of in this horizontal range bound here. We could be finding resistance and coming down. It is possible. It's completely possible that this actually is a double bottom of which we can rely on, and we are about to send it above $2,000. Let's look at the short-term stuff, go over that. Maybe we do find resistance here. Maybe it's a little bit of both. You find resistance, then you find support, and then you send. Anything like that could happen as well. Let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom out. Okay, 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. There we go. Man, TBB is pumping, baby. We're gonna see some new all-time highs. 1770. 1 hour time frame here. Looking a little bit distributive. 1 hour RSI, yeah, looking kind of weak. Strong overall, but you're showing some weakness now. Stochastics, same thing. MACD, same thing. Bitcoin had a little pump like the last couple of hours, but then it just sold back off. Yeah, what is that there? Relatively speaking. So that's a golden, that's not the golden ratio. That's a whiff is what it is. It's a big old whiff. Rejecting the 50, building bearish momentum as you're coming down through the zero. Not good, guys. Yeah, so Ethereum probably does move down. When you get this kind of rounded top structure, mark my words, what happens is you get a very quick move down. We're probably going to move down to this low area here. So I would expect, Ethereum right now is 1764. It's not that dramatic, but we probably move down to like $1,690, somewhere in there. Find support, perhaps come up, get a lower high, and then go lower, or perhaps we break out there and we move higher. But I'm very confident in this $1,690, $1,680 area coming our way. Yeah, based off the 1 hour. The 4 hour time frame builds that confidence, because here we are rejecting the overbought zone, getting lower highs and lower lows, breaking out of this upward sloping trend with the higher lows and the higher highs breaking out of that there. So yeah, a little bit of bearishness there. Stochastics rejecting the overbought zone, where you were once getting into the overbought zone, you're now rejecting it. And then the MACD is building bearish momentum as well. Overall, you're in a bullish posturing, but you could come down a little bit, find support here, and then move up, which I feel like that sets right with this idea that you could move down to 1680, 1690. And again, with this rounded top, you typically do see a stab. So it'll seem intense. It might be an intense feeling. It might be super scary for half a second. But then we likely do move back up. That'd be my guess. And probably above these highs even, just based on how the 4 hour looks. Because again, the 4 hour suggests we go lower. Overall, though, you're actually very bullish on your 4 hour time frame. Overall, you do have some bullish looks. So going a little bit lower is what it's calling for, but not anything crazy. At least not that I'm expecting. That can change, but not what I'm expecting. Daily time frame here. RSI is at this area that you typically find resistance. Let's see if we can close around here, find support. Maybe you come all the way back down to the 50 and find support. Whatever the case may be, you could consolidate here for a couple days and then move up later this month. Maybe that's exactly what you do, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, where you're at this point of resistance and you do something in between where you kind of consolidate here and then you rally up. If you were to do something like that, that could give your RSI a look like this, and then we move up higher. And it might not be exactly how I drew it there, but just that kind of idea. The daily MACD is at the 0 area. This is an area that you could expect to find resistance. It's also an area where dreams are made, because if we break through the 0, you typically get a good move. Here, whenever you broke through the 0, you saw a nice move from $2,000 up to $2,500. The time before that you crossed above the 0, you saw a nice little move, from here, what was it, like 3,088, 3,400, so a 10% move there. We absolutely could see some growth here. Looking at this from a relative high to a relative low, your Fibonacci golden ratio retracement zone is around $2,042 to $2,116. We are finding resistance for the second time at the 382, and with this, again, maybe we come down a little bit and then we move up. Come down a little bit, and then we move up. The lowest I'd give us is $1,691. I don't think we go below there. It is possible to go there, but we've already kind of interacted with these areas. I think that we're more set to go to the golden ratio than anything, and that probably happens by the end of the month, if not sometime in August. Could we go higher? Sure, we could go higher, but let's stick with this for now and see how that goes. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.